Hey guys, I know it's been a long time since I last made a video, but I hope you'll enjoy today's video. I basically recorded the creation of Tuesday's Inktober, and basically how I'm dealing with Inktober this year and kind of my tips and tricks, so I hope you like it. This is like an intermission between the rest of the video. Basically, I'm here after finishing the Inktober challenge, and yeah, I wasn't able to upload this video while the challenge was still going, sorry about that, but at least you'll be able to see the finished results of the whole thing. So yeah, I hope you'll continue watching this video.
Hey you, it's me. I hope you didn't miss me too much. I missed you guys a lot. I realized that it's already November and I didn't do the end of Inktober yet, so this is what this is. And also kind of my tips and tricks, or like what I learned in this month. But first off, really quick recap of what happened in October, because okay, so I got back into college. It's my final year, so I'm working on my thesis film. My thesis film is one of two big projects that I'm working on right now. The second one is an animated music video that I was commissioned for by a friend's friend. And I'm really excited. I really love working on it. So basically, two giant projects. I'm trying to intermingle them, and beside that, I also had Inktober. So somehow I managed to get through the whole month, finished Inktober, working on those two projects, and I haven't gotten an art block or an art burnout. So, knock on wood, I'm really glad everything is working out. And I'm also now working on another drawing challenge, but I'll get to that later. So, another thing that I forgot to mention is that at the beginning of October, a week after I came back to the dorm room, I had a really small operation, which was my first one ever. I'll just quickly tell you about that. Basically, I had a lump on my bottom lip because I chewed on my lip when I was under stress towards the end of the semester year. So that was like in May, because I was under a lot of stress due to exams. So please don't bite your lower lips because you really don't want to have operations. But the doctors were really nice, and I'm actually not afraid to go to the doctors anymore. Also, when I went, I had my blue shirt that says, "Trust me, I'm a doctor," and the nurse smiled at that, so we had kind of a really nice time. It's nice to see that doctors are human beings too. So, now on to Inktober. So, I have a couple of kind of tips, I don't know what to call them, of what I learned through this month. So, first off, pick a theme or subject or props that you love doing. Because the worst thing you can do is to give yourself, let's say, something you're not that good at, and okay, sure, you choose it because you want to improve on it. But if you just have that for the whole month, you're gonna get bored or you might feel stuck. So, when it comes to monthly drawing challenges, especially if it's your first one, you better just pick something you love doing. So, may that be animals or women or anything that you like, pick that. Second off, stick to one medium. So, I had like 3 or 4 markers that I used every single day, and that limited my palette, which was great because if I had too much things that I could experiment with, it could get messy and difficult. So pick your poison, you could say, and stick to it. Third off, plan ahead. I scheduled my props for Inktober around 2 weeks before October started, and I drew the cover image a day before the last of August. Yeah. And every illustration that I drew was a day ahead of time. And I also actually did the sketches. I did 2 sketches every day for ahead of time. So by the end of the month, kind of what you're watching in this video, um, I had all the sketches done around 3 or 4 days before the end of Inktober. So until the end, I just had to do the inks every day, which made my life much easier because I could concentrate on just the inking part and it goes faster, and then I had more time for the other projects. So this, for example, is really good if you have multiple projects at the same time. Plan ahead, do sketches before, so the important things get done on the day you need to. Next up, take some time off. This will sound weird, but actually, while I was doing Inktober, I gave myself the weekends off. I needed the weekends to re-energize myself. But in order to do that, I used Fridays to create 3 illustrations. So I created the illustration for Saturday, for Sunday, and for Monday. So I didn't have to worry, I could have a nice break. And this is basically just as a means to prevent an art burnout or art block. So if you feel like you're a person that would get an art burnout really, really fast if you would be to draw every single day, I advise you to have at least 1 day or the 2 days, like for me, a weekend off. So, next off is that you will have bad days and you can't really do much about it. You just need to accept it and be happy and be grateful for the days that you do like that you did and for the ones that will come. And this one is actually corresponded to the next one, which is you need to have a regular sleep schedule, because I realized that on the days my sleep wasn't as good, my drawings also weren't as good, and that's just normal for every single day. Even if you draw just every once in a while, you will figure out that your drawings will get out much better and much nicer when you're refreshed, when you're replenished and well rested. And basically, kind of the last thing is to just have fun with these drawing challenges, because it's not a competition, it's about building a habit, a daily healthy habit. And you can take these drawing monthly challenges to just draw 5 minutes per day. The main point is that you do it hopefully around the same time every day, so that it gets in your system and into your brain. So if that hour comes every day, and then one day you don't do it, you will feel it because your brain will be like, wait, it's that time again. Why am I not drawing? So if you want to do a monthly drawing challenge, Inktober isn't the only thing. Don't worry if you didn't cooperate with it, if you weren't part of it. It's not a big issue. Sure, it's a good way to get attraction if you're doing something that people really like. Like, for example, I had decent attraction, if we're gonna talk about that, because my thematics were personal for me. So I did it more for myself than for the views or others. But for example, if you're interested in me as a person, then this Inktober was a great means for you to kind of get to know me better on a deeper personal level, especially on the last day. The last illustration was super difficult to do, and I kind of realized a couple of things while I was creating it and afterwards. So if you want to know what each drawing meant to me or what kind of a memory it is, you can go to my Instagram, because on each post I actually described in a couple of sentences what this memory is about. So you can see all of that there. I'm also starting another challenge where basically every day I am doing a grayscale value study of portrait photography, because I realized that values is one of the art principles that I'm not that great at, and I want to get better at it. I already finished day 3, so basically this one I'm doing every day. I don't have an additional day, so if something goes wrong, well, then I'm screwed. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh, before I forget, for next Inktober, I really hope I can also join. And I would really love to try dip pens and Indian inks, and also to tell one story of some of my characters. I was thinking of my character Taxi, which you guys have seen a speed paint of, if nothing else. Or maybe a couple that I have called Spring and Bunny. But we'll see. Like, that's a whole year. I have a whole year to plan that through. So, yeah, that's basically my tips, tricks, whatever I've gathered throughout the month of October. And if you guys would like to, comment below if I should do a weekly video on how my values are going. I could do one video per week where I just gather together all the time lapses, because this time I'm actually recording every painting I'm doing because I'm doing them digitally. So if you're interested in that, tell me below, and then we shall see one another on Wednesday. So yeah, don't forget to click that subscribe button, the notification bell button, because you know how YouTube is nowadays, and click the like button if you enjoyed seeing what I created in the month of October. I know I'm 3 days late, but it is a Saturday, so technically it's on my regular update schedule. So yeah, remember to be patient and positive, and bye bye.